Hello everybody, CryptoStrang here. Today, we're going to talk about Supra. It's another layer one, which I've mentioned briefly on Telegram group and been holding a relatively small bag, but I've just increased my holding literally over the last couple of days purely because where the price is at the moment, we're basically at its all-time low now. Okay, which is, when you look at, naturally you get a bit of negativity with that, and the community have these sort of different reviews. Some people see it as a wonderful buying opportunity, other people like to spread a bit of FUD. Me personally, I love the team, I love the project, and it's got a huge ecosystem already. Now, saying that, look at the price, 0.001. Now, the market cap is just over 25 million. So, obviously, when I've done that previous video on SAY, which is an established in the top 50, this is an up-and-coming one. However, it's been around literally the seed round, the initial investment, was basically September 2023. I'll show you this article. This was basically back in September, as I say. We're basically looking now, 22 months ago. Supra's raised over $24 million in private investment rounds. Supra has received investment from several multi-billion-dollar prominent VCs, including Coinbase Ventures, Hashkey, Process Ventures, Valor Equity Partners, and various others. Okay, so when you go back to the price, to think that investment literally 22 months ago, the market was only 25 million. Naturally, you see why is it so low? Why is it only ranked number 600 on CoinMarketCap? Okay, being a layer one. Now, the previous all-time high last December was actually 5 pence. So you can get back to that. We've got a wonderful buying opportunity. It's never financial advice. We'll always do your own research. As I said in the previous video, about say, there's so much competition now of layer ones. There's different blockchains all trying to compete. The market's saturated with these blockchains. However, as crypto and blockchain develops, naturally you're going to need many of these. Okay, so again, I'm super bullish and always like to cover, obviously, the top 100 ones. I always cover the mid caps and the low caps. But this one is so lowly ranked to me personally, especially with a 9% drop in the last 24 hours. Again, it's a buying opportunity for me. Now, the supply is not great. Okay, the circulating supply is 15 billion. The max supply will be 100 billion, but the total supply is planned to be 80 billion. Okay, so we've only got basically, if you go for the max supply, I've only got obviously 15%, so the supply is not good at all. Okay, now, the big news today was they've updated the roadmap for the rest of the year. Now, it's very progressive roadmap and very extensive. And if they achieve this is going to be actually wonderful for the community. So when you look at that price, again, even take away the tokenomics part of it and obviously the supply, it's still a wonderful buying opportunity in my opinion. But again, do your own research. Basically in July, launch automation on mainnet, which can be, automation is now public mainnet. Automation enables blockchains to act on their own without human intervention. Authentified DApp mainnet launch, Threshold AL oracles, Supernova. Level 112 cross-chain communication mainnet launch. There's a lot of plans. This is basically the Supernova AI is currently front-facing the public testnet, and that's going to go live mid-July. POEL, Proof of Efficient Liquidity mainnet launch. So there's a lot going on with the ecosystem. It's a huge couple of months ahead for the team itself. But in fact, the roadmap for a whole year is very extensive, as I say. Now, once the actual mainnet is completely out of all the different sides of their ecosystem, things will be absolutely fantastic. But just going through August 2021, EVM mainnet launch. While MoveM is live on public mainnet and EVM is live on public testnet, the possibility between the VMs is still a work in progress. Okay, just scrolling through, you see on the screen all the different plans. Automation V2 testnet launch. I say between July and August, the amount of launches is absolutely incredible. Decentralized network-owned treasury testnet launch. Decentralized treasury is a public good to fund protocol development, liquidity provision, and revenue sharing. Okay, look at all these here. Absolutely incredible. September 2025. I don't think I've ever seen so much on a roadmap for the next few months. Just scrolling through is absolutely incredible. You can't go through everyone or be here forever, It's literally going through October. Again, Solana VM testnet launch. That one sticks out to you. Supra Containers testnet launch. Dedicated dApp space on Supra L1 giving developers congestion-free performance and freedom to create their own token economy. November. Multi-VM extended composability. AI agent version 2. December. There's a lot planned there. It truly is. So again, I'm super bullish on the project. Now you go on their website, supra.com. Now again, this is very interesting what they do. I love their dashboard. Okay, you just scroll through all the different parts of it. Okay, now the products itself, look, obviously covered in that roadmap we're just talking about, and everything they want to do. Okay, absolutely crazy what they're doing. It really is. And look at the developers, Dev Center, Dev Docs, the ecosystem. Talk about the partnerships in a minute, but also learn there. There's a lot of stuff, all the use cases. The community is huge. Okay, again, follow them on X. Build the future crypto with AutoFi. Meet Supra 2.0, the AutoFi stack. Supra 2.0 applies this stack to create the first ever fully on-chain automated DeFi primitives that can sense, make markets, and execute strategies block by block without human intervention. Okay, so just scroll through. Build, that is a huge statement. 500,000 transactions per second, powered by the Supra's Moonshot consensus and tribes and clans network. Test with 300 nodes split into 5 clans of 60 nodes each. Now that is incredible. Test on 300 nodes globally alone is absolutely crazy. It truly is. Formally verified by Microsoft IVY Verifier. Okay, 500,000 transactions per second. Multi-VM means you build with your language. You scroll on the bottom, you see we've obviously got APTOS there. You've got Solana and Cosmos, for example. Okay, and again, absolutely crazy. Now, all-in-one stack of vertically integrated services. You can see all there. It's basically everything's covered. Cross-chain communication, automation, native VRF, native oracles, and everything is on here. So again, when you go back, this project's been around quite a long time. I'm surprised it's so lowly ranked. When you look at SAY and all that stuff, you'd think naturally this project needs to be in the top 100. So it's very important the next couple of months, especially with their roadmap and the continued growth of their project, where this goes. I think it's absolutely crazy where this project could go. But only time will tell. On Super L1, you can tap into 500k transaction per second performance, take advantage of 2 or more native Oracle services, and run your dApp on its own custom Super container, all on the VM of your own choosing. Super intra-layer. Now, Super is now available in these multiple exchanges. See, now I personally use Bitpanda a lot. You can't join there if you're currently a UK citizen. Existing accounts are fine. They are trying to appease with the local FCA here in the UK and actually progress that, okay? But so you can get on MEXC if in the UK, etc. Okay, now obviously Bybit, you're not allowed in the UK, backed by top investors. We've raised over $42 million from leading VC investors. Now, I talked about that, where they got that $24 million. That was literally at launch. You can see since then they've actually raised a total of 42 million. So again, big companies want to see their return. They want to see us progress, don't they? Okay, now programs and accelerators. Supra's earned recognition and credibility by qualifying notable accelerators and incubator programs, raising 1 million awards grants. See MasterCard Start Path, Plug and Play. You got the Berkeley Blockchain Accelerator. Okay, so again, making huge progress here. So again, you just got to look in more in depth about where this project's going. Now, the partnerships alone, again, absolutely huge, all different partnerships they've got. You can see here, there's obviously a lot there. Just scrolling through, there's many, many different partnerships. Again, that's what you want to see with any project. And you've got all the different ones here, all the different sections are actually doing really, really well. Okay, many, many different ones. Okay, that's great to see. Now, the tokenomics is something that I'm obviously really interested about, something that I look at every project I'm doing. And obviously, again, what I showed you about bubble maps, that's a wonderful way to go in depth analysis of any project, which is what I use. The super token distribution, 22% for the foundation treasury, dedicated to fostering the ecosystem. Obviously, the treasury is extremely important for the future growth. 21% for the validators and stakers, 20% for the early contributors, 16% for the team. So again, you break down the actual supply and the max supply out there, you can see it. Token allocation there, okay? Again, it goes more in depth. Now, also what I did do is go on Supra scan. You can see here the actual percentage, the biggest round is 6.59 billion of Supra. You think there's only a supply at the moment of 15 billion, that's a lot. Percentage 6.58%. So you've got that bit there, okay? So that's really important. So you've got that, okay? Now, the white paper was really interesting. There's a lot of pages, but this bit I liked was the user participation in the Supra token economy. Supra's automated DeFi framework redefined user participation, embedding automation. Okay, AutoFi enables decentralized autonomous organizations, DAOs, and institutions to engage actively through automated trading strategy execution. Revenue generated by premiums such as auto arbitrage and auto liquidation is distributed equitably with 25% allocated to the decentralized dApp. So again, it gives you that super usage and helps the community engage with it a lot more. So I really do like that. So again, super bullish about that part of it. Okay, now breaking down the tokenomics again, it's a lot when you get like 6.59 billion one holder, okay? There's only 15 billion out there, again. So again, you want to see that progression. But when you break down the tokenomics and the team, the foundation, treasury, and the validators, etc., you can see where the supply is going. However, future growth, I'm still bullish. I'll get some great profits with this. Obviously, no financial advice. So it's certainly one to keep on your radar. But obviously, the lower the cap, the higher the risk, but possibly bigger the reward. So just want to highlight Supra. So I've got a nice solid bag of it. Getting a bit more late, especially this ridiculously low price. Remember, we had 5 pence last December, and here are 0.0016. Okay, so again, do your own research. So thanks very much. If you want to help as usual, email me info@cryptostrang.com or the social media links below. Come and join us at our Telegram group, Facebook group. Hit me up and I'll help any way I can. So thanks very much. We'll chat again soon. Cheers now.